Bump, 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 bashers. Hey, basheroonies. My name is Dirk. It is Tuesday, July the 1st, 2025. A couple of days till Independence Day here in these United States of America. What do you Americans plan on doing this weekend? What's your big thing? Today is Speedy Tuesday, of course. Speedmaster on the wrist. I'm wearing it over my knuckle today in honor of Andrew and Paul and all the people that like to wear it on the knuckle. It's a little weird because I'm getting a little bit. I don't normally wear it on this hand, but for the show I do, so I don't bang into this whole shitload of stuff. How are you guys all doing today? Who got in there at number one? Panel Power. I owe you like 2 or 3 of them at this point. I know I gave 2 away, but I owe you one. Melly C, yours is pretty much done. I just have to tweak it a little bit. It's a couple of things I didn't like. And, you know, I like it to be nice. That's all I have to say. I want it to be perfect. And Andy M, you're in there too, just so you know it. Panel Power coming back for you. Kevin Landon's number one today. Thank you, Kevin Landon. Great to have you. Are you live? Best wish to Dirk and all the beshes. I will catch the replay after work. If my math is mathing, that is 3 songs, Dirk. Yes, it is. How about one big monster one? How's that? Yes, I have at least. I know I've been behind the ball. And then I'm sitting on my couch before the show. I'm watching The Rookies, which was a 1970s television show. And the reason why I'm watching The Rookies is because I can't watch TV right now. The other night, it was Sunday night. I made dinner and I'm turn on my streaming box, which is a thing called a Zumo. I don't use the usual ones. I use one that was provided by my internet company. And it's fine. It works great. It's got Netflix and Amazon, all the stuff you need on it. And it wasn't working. There was no sound. I was like, oh, that's really weird. So I unplug it, restart it, unplug it, restart it. And then I tried a different input on my television, and that didn't work at all. And then I tried the third input, and that didn't work at all. And then I went, oh, weird. And then when I plugged it back in, none of my HDMI inputs worked. Now I always say they're going to have to take this television out of my cold, dead hands because I have the last Panasonic Plasma ever made, and it's a great television. I love it. It is now 12 years old, and it's still great. However, after much research and development, I found out that my HDMI board is dead on the TV. Now, that would normally mean for normal folks, you'd be like, well, time to get a new TV. Yay, right? I don't want to get a new TV. I don't want to get a new TV until I'm like living in Italy or whatever. You know, I just don't want to. And I love this TV. So what did I do? I went online and I found out how to get a hold of how to replace the logic board in a TV. Now, I do this with computers all the time, right? So I looked at the schematics. I was like, this I can do. So I ordered that and it's being shipped. And I'm going to take my television apart and I'm going to replace. It's a computer. They're computers now. So so that's why I'm watching over the air television. I have a digital antenna that picks up, the local stations and some really strange stations that play very old shows like the Mod Squad and the Rookies. And I was watching the Rookies and I was very engulfed in this show. And my phone rings and I look, it's not a number I know. And it turns out it's my neighbor telling me that Rose is locked out of the house. So I jump like a maniac, run downstairs, and she had changed her jacket that she keeps her keys in. She likes to go outside and just stand outside in the front garden and look around, but the door closed behind her and she got locked out. So that's what happened right before the show. How's your day going? Drooby Doo coffee with the handsome Joe Glass. As always, thank you, Kevin Landon. Renaissance, I am boiling up to my bashers tonight because it's too darn hot in London. Here too. It is a Turkish bath in New York City right now. It just rained a little bit, but it is so thick outside you can't see about 20 feet away from you. There's so much humidity in the air because New York is a sticky, disgusting, nasty mistress in the summertime. It's just the worst ever. Photography saved my life by opening my eyes to the beauty that surrounds me each and every day. Life looks much richer from behind the lens. Indeed, it does. Indeed, it does. I would agree with you. Listen, we've been looking at pictures and movies forever to look for better lives, better things that reflect what we want out of life. And I agree. Great photography, great painting, great art. A free spirit lives in a free life. not bound by rules, but guided by wonder, and in their wake, they inspire others to keep their inner child alive, fearless and forever curious. Well, that's what art will do to you. Artistry will do that to you. And if you're listen, it's a blessing and a curse being an artist, because you know, for the 99.9997% that don't make it in our chosen field, you know, there's day jobs, there's waiting tables, there's bartending, there's being a taxi driver. You hear all these stories about people, but the art is always the thing that connects us together. And we're lucky to have it. I don't regret any of it. I should have been a doctor. Is that a Libra? Shane McGee. No, it's the constellation Omega. Ray, I spy with my little eye. Hello, Raphael. What's going on? Number 2. Not a bowel movement, number 2. Never a bowel movement, never. And Andrew Oakwood, Canadian $5, as always. Bastards, enjoy the day. Like and subscribe, everyone, and be inspired. Congratulations to Kevin and Panel Power. Yeah. Yeah. Boom. Let's give him the Andrew Wolkowicz commemorative gong. You know how when you have to react to something really quickly and you just get everything you need to get done, and then the second you sit down, that's when you start to perspire. That's what's happening right now. Because I was like, boom, boom, boom. She found her keys. You know, my lovely neighbors who own the art frame store, she came inside because it started to rain. It started to rain on the night that they first decided. It's a great song, Rock and Roll Children, Dio. Check it out. It's a great one. What just fell? My cufflinks. Yeah. Melly C. Basher of the day yesterday or Sunday. Happy Speedy Tuesday, Dirk, and all the beautiful people. The beautiful people. Right after the show, I'm just going to go have one last listen and fix that one thing that's driving me crazy, and then you'll have your song. I wanted it for before the show, but as you can see, I'm a little backlogged. I'll try to fix that. It was going so well. Good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. That is from the one and only Mr. Andy M. Thank you, kind sir. Bing. Only good things to you, my friend, as always. You make us feel mighty real. Dave Fahrenheit 451, the king of the bashers, upvoted. Hey, buddy, how are you today? How's it going in your world? Talk to us. Send us some pictures. You're the king of the bashers, but what else? Let's know more. Let's go deep into the minds of Dave Fahrenheit 451, if you want to, but only if you want to. Dirk, it's 32 degrees here Celsius here in the UK since Saturday, which is 89.6 degrees Fahrenheit. Try it and work a 12-hour day in this heat. It's frying your brain. Well, I don't work outside, as you know. But I think I've told you that Paul assists our friend who is a horticulturist and master gardener, old friend of ours, and they work on the terraces of the West Side, Central Park West, CPW, which are the fanciest, the San Remo, the Beresford, the Dakota. Dakota doesn't have terraces per se. They have some roof decks, but not many. But he did that during the really hot days, the 100+1, and he came home and he looked like a wet towel needed to be wrung out. I couldn't do it. Mart is here and he upvoted, and we have a video for you too. And I cannot wait. Let me go make sure I have it from. He finally got to send it to me, and there it is. Is this the one? Hold on. Make sure that's it. No, I have it though. Remember the one he was talking about? He really wanted to get that to us, and I do have it. Martin Brown. That's it. Oh, there it is. I got it. Why don't I show that to you now outside of the purview of the Gallery of Bashtards, because this is fun. This is Bronson with his food puzzle, his treat puzzle, and I think you guys might get a kick out of this, right? Play. Watch this. Look at that. It's a mathematician there. I mean, come on. Look at that. I don't know what the conversation is in the background. You guys can hear the audio on that? Look at him. Look how smart he is. There's plenty of room for a giant brain inside that beautiful big cat. That is amazing. He's watching something on the telly. Look at this. He's a brain surgeon. That's amazing. And there's nothing left. Nothing left for you, kitty cat. That's amazing, right? Thank you so much, Mar. I know that was a pain in the ass to get that to us. It's always hard to get videos over here if your server doesn't want to do it for you. But thank you so very much. That was very very sweet of you. You're the best. Thank you so much. Vasilios is here, number seven indeed. And Brody Ho, Buddy Ho's here, upvoted. Enjoy the show. We'll watch catch up on tomorrow. Hey, Buddy Ho, we miss you. We miss you in the show. Hey, look, it's Dear O'Malley. Hello, darling. Happy Canada Day to all the Canada. Oh, happy Canada Day. Oh, Canada. Happy Canada Day to you all. So nice of you to remember that, Jer. I'm the worst, and we're their neighbor. They're our 51st state. Dean with £4.99. Here are some funds for puncture repair kit for your bikes, flat tire, practice what you preach, Dirk. Oh, that's sweet. So they're up and running, and I have a whole bunch of stuff going. I got them all running yesterday, and you know what? I found this stuff. Do I have it on my desk? I don't. Because like my chains got rusty and my sprockets and my cassette got rusty, like, surface rust. I got this stuff from Amazon, and holy macaroni, I just painted it on, waited 20 minutes, went at it with a hose and a toothbrush, and all the rust, my chain, everything looks brandy spanking new. Absolutely incredible stuff. I finally found something after 30 plus years. I've never been able to find something that gets all the rust off, but it looks great. Thank you very much. And I will go there. I did get another mount. I'm not using this thing. It's garbage. I'm going to return this because this is $50. You know what I'll get with this? I'll add that $500 in pounds to that, and I'm gonna get some new biking gloves and a couple of things. I've got like 3 or 4 pairs because I use clipless pedals. So I use the Shimano. They're called Spuds. I use those. So I actually have these little locking mechanisms in the bottom of my sneakers per se, and so I'll get a couple of sets of those cleats and stuff. Thank you, Dean, very, very much. That's very sweet of you. Thank you, kid. You're killing me. You're killing man. I could use it. And you know what I'm really going to need is I'm going to fail the stress test because I haven't been biking in so damn long. It's going to be like, old man, look at my life. I am a lot like you were. Old man, look at my life. I am a lot like you were. Very much. Happy Speedy Tuesday, Dirk. Did we get that twice? I think we did, or I just read it out of sequence. Yeah, I did, but hey, Melly C. Thank you very much. I missed a couple. That's weird. Andy M. He can climb walls and shoot webs. That's Spider-Man. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web any size. Catches thieves just like flies. Look out. Here comes the Spider-Man in the thrill of night. At the scene of a crime. At the speed of light. He arrives just in time. I remember all the words to all the cartoons when I was a kid because I'm psychotic. Jacob Elordi and Harris Dickinson are also on the board. Yeah, I saw that. Well, you see who's doing the movie now. Denis Villeneuve. He's doing it. That's amazing. I think he's the right director. I like the sound of that. He's going to do it right. He's also a big fan of the original Bond. And I think he wants to make it more like in the Connery-esque. Yeah, listen, it's time. We had Connery. Then we had, the laughable comedy, drunken, creepy older daddy Bond. Then we had Timothy Dalton Bond, which everybody ignored. Then we had Pierce Brosnan, which was very successful, but the movies were absolute shit except for GoldenEye. And then we had this, new Paul Greengrass style, more of an action figure with Daniel Craig, which I happen to love most of those movies except for one. And now it's maybe time to get back to business and go back to the original Ian Fleming style. He needs to be drinking, smoking, bedding ladies. Maybe that's in the cards. I don't know. We'll see. And yeah, Dean, what about Orlando Bloom? They're too old. Well, Nicholas Hoult, no. No, Nicholas Hoult. No, Andy M. Too twinky. He's too twinky. No. Orlando Bloom, the way he looked at the wedding, he looked like Bond, but he looked like, Bond who's on his fourth or fifth film, because he's too old. They want a Bond that's, around 32, so he can make it to his early 50s, When did they cast Daniel Craig? What was he? 36, I believe. So who knows? Dean, Danny Dyer, working class hero, Billy the Limpet lives. Dean says, Andy, and we don't want an elf Orlando Bloom. Is he an elf? He's not short, is he? Nicholas Hoult eyes are too close together. He's a weird looking guy. He'd be a good Bond villain, Nicholas Hoult. By the way, Nicholas Hoult is in everything. He needs to be, calm down, pal. Don't overdo it. Dave Fitzsimons, turn on, tune in, and bash out. Thank you so much for that. I'm going to go get on the bus with Mr. Cassidy and Mr. Kerouac. Tuna, that's what's his face? That's Winona Ryder's godfather. What was his name? Yeah, I know. The guy that did all the acid. The crown will leave a mark in time. You get used to it. It's very true. Is it at? Joe LaFaro says, is it at what? Is it Tuesday already? It is. The rookies. You like that? Before that, it was the Mod Squad. It was Link and Paul. What's his name? Pete and Julie. Here's a great one for you, Joe. Daddy, please don't. It wasn't his fault. He means so much to me. Daddy, please don't. We're gonna get married. Only he'll get that, but that's okay. At the risk of alienating people. Happy Canada Day to all my brothers. Happy Canada Day. Long may you be strong, successful, and sovereign, my friends, my beautiful Canadian friends. Yeah, I'm always in. I'm always in. And I have to be. Dean, the rhyming slang would be brilliant. He's brown bread, done like a dinner. You guys are nuts. Shit, I thought a new TV was in order. No. I'm not giving up my plasma. So I ordered this, HDMI. All the inputs are on the logic board, the main board. So I just, before I ordered, I found one brand new in the box, never been used. It's a Panasonic part. And at the time, this was the best television made in 2013. Panasonic plasma, the ST-VT and XT-VT and ST60s. Panasonic is back in the game in America. You guys in Europe were able to buy them. I'm a Panasonic TV fan because they always made the best master panels, and they are making their own panels. Everybody else's are made by LG, including Samsung and Sony and all that. But I'm a big fan of Panasonic, and I always have been. So I'm just going to hold on. I'm going to fix it. Listen, it could not work. It's possible. I might do the surgery and it doesn't work. Basically, I have to take the back of the TV, lay the TV down, take out all the nuts and bolts, take the thing off the back of the TV. What I normally do with a logic board is I check all the connectors. I take a piece of paper and name 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 through whatever. And then I put a piece of tape on each connector with its number, so I don't goof that up. I'll do that. I'll take it out. There's no soldering involved. It's basically 4 screws and like 6 connectors, and it should work. It will uncalibrate my TV because it'll have a new brain. It'll have a new microprocessor in it. It's got a hexadecimal whatever they were calling it in 2013. But yeah, still more power than went to the moon. Yeah, so I was looking at new TVs and I was like, I don't want to do it. And plus, I have X amount of room for it. I have 55 inches is the biggest I can go because I live in a New York City railroad apartment. So where my TV goes is in a notch, and it has to be there. And the best I can do is 58.5 inches from corner to corner. That's the best I can do. I cannot do any bigger than that. And TVs nowadays are all huge. They're all 65. They start at 65. I mean, I would love a 65-inch TV, but I don't have a place to put it. Don't have it. Good evening from Lakeland, Florida. It's our very own Basher Supreme, Kevin Hawthorne. Great to have you in the room, getting people where they need to go. Here's a guy that every day, I've reminded you a million times, you don't know where you're going. He knows where to go, and he'll tell you how to do it. Scotty Love, the incomparable one. They call him Scotty Love. OMG, it's hot and humid in my generation. Woo, people. Whenever, whatever, sign Scott in Tampa. What's great? Sometimes when you need to cool off, there's only one thing that's going to do it the way you want it to. What's that? What's that? Scotty Love. Yeah. I am cheating on you, Dirk, with Audrey. Breakfast at Tiffany's. Oh, on TV in the background. Little Cinnamon. Will it get canceled? Do you want to know what I found out last night? Now, I've talked to you about Tiffany and Company. They hired Peter Marino, who's this leather daddy, but he's straight. Sure he is. And he redesigned the whole inside of that building. So that classic Breakfast at Tiffany's that you see in that movie is gone. All those oak panels gone. All of the alabaster, all of the onyx, all of the marble gone. It's one big white room with video screens everywhere, and it's hideous and disgraceful. However, you can now have breakfast at Tiffany's because they opened up a restaurant. And I did not know, because they never had a restaurant. Now they have one by appointment only, but you can go in there and get cheeseburgers and omelets. They have lunch. I don't know about dinner, probably not. But you can have breakfast at Tiffany's now. Isn't that crazy? I mean, why not? It was smart for them to do that. Because, that's a metaphor, breakfast at Tiffany's. Dirk's a little backlogged. He's been working on the fourth Hitman record for 25 years. No, that would be 5 years. We put out a record in November of 2020. And you know what? I don't have to work on it. I don't have to. You want to know what? I'll show you why. Hold on. Only you. I'll show you exactly why. Ready? Users, Basherdirk, music, logic. Okay, ready? Here, I'm going to show you the crap that's in here. Because why not? I have no secrets from any of you. So if there was another Hitman record, my friends, if there was, this is my Logic folder. This is like years of music. And they're all stuff. So if I go to, let's see, it's going to be under Hitman probably. No. It's in a folder. I know that. Back to Black, Bash's Tunes, Bonded by Light, of Jubilee, Dirk Theme, FG, Hitman. I would have sworn I had a folder that said Hitman 4th album. Because I have 22 songs in there. I wrote all, but listen, I don't write everything on those records, but I write a chunk of it. Well, that's weird. I have to go look on my other one because I dragged over this entire folder because obviously I need all this stuff on my new computer. That's weird that that's not in there. Wow. Logic. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you said that, and I'm glad I did that, Andrew, because there should be a folder that says Hitman 4th album. And it's not, and there's a lot of songs in there. LG, what's in here? I don't know what that is. I don't know. Project 1? I don't know. Untitled folders. I'm not going to do that live on the show. But anyway, thanks for doing that. It's very weird. Very weird that that's not in there. It's on my other computer, which is still right here. Because that's not dead. It's not dead. Robin's Bird says she loves that movie. Of course, it's a classic. Upvoted number 16 at Tesh C. And Calloy, hey. What's going on? Bronson is so clever. He's the cleverest. Audrey Drool, isn't she one of the most beautiful creatures ever? And a terrific actress, They should have given My Fair Lady to Julie Andrews. That was not fair. But Sabrina. It's all about Sabrina. Smart cat, probably smarter than most humans. For sure. Free giveaway for iBashers. What do we want to give away? We should definitely do it. Hey, it's Juby Doo. Where are you? Gotta catch that villain. Uh-oh, no name says hello. Oh my god, I just got your email. Oh my god. I'm gonna post this. I'm gonna play this now. We'll do the regular Gallery of Bashtards, but this is fine. Hold on, ready for this? Ready to see? Do you really? Are you gonna call him no name? You can't do that. He's gotta have a name. Gotta have a name. Ready for this, guys? Oh my god. Is that too much? Is that just too much or what? Oh my god. Look at this one. Look at that. That's no name. Drooby Doo. I love you. Oh my god, look at you. Now how is no name getting along with the rest of the gang? Everybody say, yeah, join the crew. Is anybody aloof? But most importantly, what does Kay think? Look at him. What a beautiful, beautiful baby. Oh my god. So cute. Oh my god. God. So cute. So beautiful. Thank you, Drew, for that. That was so worth the price of admission. So great. Where were we? Melly C. Andrew Wolkowicz, yeah. Calloy upvoted. Thanks, everybody. If you can upvote, it would be great. Just takes a little bit of time to be part of this thing. Yes, that's one of my favorite movies all the time, except for when they throw the cat out of the window. That I do not like at all in any way, shape, or form. Moon River, wider than a mile. I'm crossing you in style someday. Andy Williams, one of my favorite singers in the world. I fixed a puncture on my little foldable bike the other day. It was like being 14 again. It feels good when you do that, right, John? It does, to be a little handy, making you feel a little manly, a little handy, right? It's not bad. I don't mind it at all. Drooby Doo from Dean. He wants you to have a drink and some watch your time. Yes, indeed. Sick saying it. Nathaniel Hannon for Bond. He'd make a pretty good Bond, but he's not British. You must Timothy Leary. Of course, Timothy Leary. I don't know why I couldn't think of that. Drooby Doo says, Dino, cheers. Cheers to you. Just finishing up my coffee. I was enjoying the rookies, though, Joe LaFaro. I was enjoying it. I was watching the Mod Squad. It was really, really bad. Peggy Lipton just does this. She's not really an actress. God rest her soul. She's gone, and she's Rashida Jones's mother. She's fantastic. Amazon owned Bond now. Age is out. You think so? Hey, maybe. Dino. Maybe so. Maybe they should just do a standalone Bond. I wouldn't have a problem with that. Who would they get for the standalone Bond? Now, Quentin Tarantino said, I'd do the Bond, but I want Pierce Brosnan, and I'm going to make it a dark 60s movie. That's apparently not happening. Apparently not. Bloom is the Lord of the Rings. He's got pointy ears, and he ain't Spock. Is he short, though, Orlando Bloom? Is he elfin? I mean, I don't know. Girls go crazy for me. Dean says HDMI is so old. What else do you use to connect your TV to your cable box and that stuff? What do they use? USB-C on your PlayStation? This monitor is USB-C. Everything here is USB-C. So are they using something other than HDMI? Because TVs still have HDMIs on them. As far as I know, David Gates. Longer than there are coasters in the ocean, longer than or higher than any bird ever flew. Bread, amazing. I want to make it with you. Remember that in the 70s? People were getting it on and they were making it. And girls were foxy ladies. That's a foxy lady. And that's a real turn on, man. You think of some of these expressions are like, I say groovy all the time because it's funny and I think it just sounds stupid, but I want to make it with you. That's so bad. I'm sorry for cracking myself up. Do I have tape on the Panasonic screen? It must be. No, it's perfect. The screen is gorgeous, man. That TV looks brand new. It looks top notch. Unfortunately, one of the HDMIs gave out like a year ago. And I was like, oh, well, the other two work. That's fine. And I have nothing else plugged into it. I don't have cable. The only thing I have plugged into that is my like Zumo box for streaming movies and such. But yeah, yeah. No, the screen is gorgeous. And you know what? There was some artifacts going on and haloing on people's skin tones. And I guarantee you, after I change this thing, if it works, that probably will be gone because the panel has got it. I ran slides. I used the Disney Wow disc. If people don't know what the Disney Wow disc is, go on Amazon and order it. It's a disc. It's an animation disc, but it's got tools for your television. So if you ever get burn in, which LED and plasma was not really that susceptible to it, and OLED lesser than LED. But if you notice, like sometimes the station identification, if you pause the screen for too long, you'll see that ghosted image. That's called burn-in, and those things are called bugs, those IDs. And I used to run that on there till the TV was seasoned, and I've never had a problem with that since. Get a projector and a screen, they're fantastic. You know what the problem is? That I don't have the room, because in order to get the projector going, it would have to be, the best I could do is like 6 feet away from it, because my room is maybe 7.5 feet wide by like 13 feet long. It's railroad, long and narrow. 95 inches, the new 55. I know. I just don't have the room for it. I just don't. I wish I did. I took apart a DLP television to replace the image generator. Man, what a chore. It was crazy technology. Oh, yeah. Oh, sure. For sure. 5 years, 55 inches. 5 seems to be your number today. Okay, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. 5. Should I go play that in the lottery? I bought a bunch of lottery tickets the other night, but I haven't checked them. Here they are. If I win, you all win. How's that? That's my deal. Lotto, Cash for Life, Powerball, Cash for Life, Powerball, and Take 5. My father-in-law gave me a 20. He goes, go play the lottery. So I did. $20 worth of stuff. If I win, you win. We all win. And yeah, I've been having trouble with the tin opening this week. Shoot me. With tin opening. You can't open up a can. Uh-oh, Kay is not a fan. Jack is on Kay's team too. Oh, shit. Kay is not a fan of the kitty cat. KKK, remember where you came from. Really, she's not a fan. And Jack is on Kay's team. Man, they took to her like it's crazy. Call him Joker. Please, 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 Joe. It's a girl. Maybe Nona, short for no name. Okay. Trying to find a good home. 7 is a lot. Oh, no. Nona's a cute name. Mona, Nona, Nanette. That's a real old-fashioned name. No, Nanette. It's a girl. Of course it's a girl. She's so pretty. Oh, my God. She's so cute. Tin opening. Yes, you know what he's talking about. New Bond going to be a black female dwarf lady. Everybody's so afraid of that. So be it. HDMI 2. Well, that's what I mean, That's talking about HDMI 1, right? That's like USB. This is everything here is set up via USB-C. The whole system, the computer to the monitor. I didn't even know that was a thing. So many things I didn't know were a thing because I've been so old school technology for so long, but I'm a nerd, so I'm a quick learner. He's an elf in the Lord of the Rings, tall, slender, with fun. Oh, I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings films, nor will I ever, because I have zero interest in fantasy. I have no interest in Dungeons and Dragons and wizards and shit. Not my thing. It's like, it would be like absolute torture to make me watch that. Yeah. Bring back coax cable. Well, I got coax cable running from my line outside to here, Still have a working Panasonic plasma from 2008 until OLED black level could not be touched. 100%. LED, LCD could never touch it because it's backlit or side lit, whereas just like plasma, OLED is individual pixels lighting up, turning on and turning off. And yeah, the Panasonic plasmas, which one? You must have the OG one, 2008. There was the G series, and then I had the last ones, the ST, VT, XTs. My sister got the VT, I got the ST, and the XT no one could afford. and it was too big anyway. Couldn't do it. But yeah, you couldn't, because black is black. It's 100% black. It's true black. It's real black. There's absolutely no gray to be had. It's amazing. HDMI 2, yeah, they don't do that on plasma screens. Just watching my spelling, you never know who is watching. That's true. Very true. After making it with my after making it with my lady, I always exclaim, "You've been made." Man, I hope she was cool with her old man. The Pioneer Kuro plasma TVs were the best. Well, that was the standard. The Pioneer Kuro was the studio reference panel. All the Hollywood studios used it forever and ever and ever until the Panasonic Master Series came out. And then that became like what they edit movies on. They used plasma. I don't know what they use now. They probably use OLED. I would imagine. I would imagine they do. They could just say James Bond is the code name and get a different guy for each movie. They could do one in a retirement home. Oh, like Charlie's Angels, like one in San Francisco, one in New York, and the other in whoever. Where were the three? They were all from LA, two in Los Angeles, the other from San Francisco, one in Boston, one in San Francisco, one in San Diego. I'm trying to get them all. Where was Tiffany Wells from? I don't remember. Have different former Bonds all staying there. Too many secrets to just leave. I think get a short throw projector. Yeah. Well, I'm banking on this $100 main board as being my savior, because I love this TV. And also, here's the other thing: when I open this television, I'm gonna have to get some tape and collect what is going to be 12 years of Laverne, because that was where she slept every night, in the left corner on top of the TV stand with her big fuzzy white carpet. She slept there, and I would have to constantly take her Laverne hair out of the edge. So I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of Laverne souvenirs inside there, and I'll vacuum it out and all that stuff. OLED was meant to get burned in. I tested it, load of shit. Oh, you don't like OLED? Oh, did we go down this road? Are you one of those micro LCD guys? No black. That's the problem with those. You want black, you got to go OLED or plasma. You want real black. Those other ones don't do it because they're lit. So OLED was meant to get burning. Our screen is 6. Oh, is that right, NDM? Okay. That's cool. I nearly bought a huge outdoor inflatable TV in Lidl today. Might go back tomorrow. Oh, okay. You have Lidl there? We just got it. Projector. Ray says, buy it. Oh, that's cool. I don't know much about those. That's very, very cool. Dungeons and Dragons must be like Pear Jam. You don't get it. No, I did get it, Dean. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with all the King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. I read all the Tolkien books. I read all those books. But it's just like now, it's just like I've never seen Game of Thrones, because I don't care about watching wizards, and I just don't care. I've done it, been there, done that, wrote the book, and now it's just torture for me. I can't watch it. Italian tourist minister said today that Bezos' wedding brought in 1.1 billion euros into Venice and a 68% boost over annual tourism income. If you watch Fashion Police yesterday, and what I'll reiterate what we said on Friday, other than, it being a total trash collection, because who was really there? Not his intimate friends, not, family that we know of. It was the Kardashians and a couple of Hollywood people. It was just a thing. It was like an award show, but I don't know how could it have brought in $1 billion? That's an awful lot of money, $1 billion. Do you think that's possible? I mean, I know he gave the town $3 million, which is like me giving somebody a quarter. But yeah. I mean, I don't have a problem. He wanted to get married there. They got married in a church. Okay, she wore white. Watch the episode of Fashion Police. Which was more than Las Vegas Super Bowl last year. If that's true, I have to read about that. If that's true, that's amazing. Everybody was mostly Republicans who hate the establishment, but isn't he one? He's one of the henchmen, one of the suck-ups, right? Who cares? At the end of the day, who really cares? Who cares? I don't care. Listen, he's an older man. She's an older lady. They've both had too much plastic surgery. They have very trashy friends. Watch the Fashion Police. You got to see. Kim Kardashian did this like late night sultry photo shoot with her wearing, torn undergarments. She looks a little sweaty and dirty. You know, you can't pull off come hither, Kim Kardashian. You can't do come hither because the hither hath cometh long ago on you. Yeah, 1.1 billion. I think that sounds like an incredible amount of money. With great power comes great responsibility, but with great money comes power and no responsibility and no taste. But he looked good. His tuxedo was sensational. Most of the guys were dressed nice. I mean, the Kardashians, they just looked like they were in an 80s metal band with all their spandex, their leopard spandex and their zebra spandex. It was all very, very, very crap. All of it. Anyway, that's all I have to say about that. Who cares? Nobody cares what I have to say. Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with
the world. I'm just marking them all so I make sure I've got all of them in a row because I had to close this a minute ago. Where did it start? With Mac, right? I think so. Yeah, Mac's got some great shots. Let's take a look at that. I want to make sure I have everything. I've got Julian, Flying Colors. Yeah, Scotty Love. And that was last night. How I wear my no, when was that? June 29th. Okay. Did we do this? We did. Yes, Andrew. Just want to make sure I started at the right place. So Scotty Love, flying the colors of Venezia in his hometown. This is the official flag of Venice. This is how I walked around during the pandemic. That's my Venetian mask. Did you get any of those while you were there, Scotty Love? It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool thing to have. Let's see, where was I? Martin Brown. Mac. Photos. Thank you so much for your content. I've not been able to see your streams live lately, but I've been catching up. The Chiara Nardo micro brand presentation was superb. He's talking to Oisin. Oh, it's Dear Dirk and Oisin. The Cartier as well. The streams from the Piazza of Entertainment. Thank you for the classic eye bashers. There's not much intelligent conversation on YouTube. You two are champions. Oh, thanks so much. And here's some photos of my watches. Let's take a look at this guy's collection and welcome to the show. This is, we do Speedy Tuesday, so we talk about Speedmasters and other stuff, but anything you want to show on the show, it is absolutely my pleasure to do so. Very cool looking watch, yeah. That's a Nomos, right? Yeah, these are the Nomoses. The Nomoses are cool looking watches. There's Longines. Longines is a watch I'd like to purchase. Longines, especially this model. Beautiful. That's beautiful. I love that strap. It's mental. Look at that thing. Holy crap. Isn't that cool? Wow. Tropic. This is beautiful. I love this watch. What do my Longines fans think of that? Look at that on the wrist. Ooh, that looks great. I love that rubber. Ooh, this watch is pretty. Ooh, man, that's a pretty one. Look at that. The Nomos. Amazing. Oh, wow. Isn't that great? That's a pretty watch. Yeah. I've never even touched a Nomos, but I like them. I think the designs are beautiful. Very nice. And the photography, by the way, top notch, my friend. Top notch. And that's the Nomos Glashütte Deutsche Unrechtwerke. Great looking movement. Great looking. Beautiful, man. Thanks so much for coming in, introducing yourself and all of that stuff. John Doe says, hey, Dean, I'm in Budapest right now, basing myself here for a while. It's Central Europe with 7 countries around it. Isn't that cool? Budapest is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful city. Everybody should check that out while they can. Yeah. Beautiful town. Chris Boyd, Poppy and Arthur. We love Poppy and Arthur shots. Let's get a good looky poo. Oh, look at you two. How cute. Oh my God. It looks hot there. I thought that there was multiple shots in this thing. I know that there was. Hold on. Poppy and Arthur. Oh no, they're separate. Okay. No, that's great. 1 second, please. While I queue up the Poppy and Arthur shots. Oh, how cute is this? It's hot there in the UK, huh? Look at that. It looks hot. You can always tell when the puppies are hot. You beautiful babies. Hello. Those are very Mets-like sneakers you got on there. Very cool. Well, those are great shots. We love Poppy and Arthur. Thank you so much. Andrew says, guess I'll have to wait to make the bed. Oh. Yeah, you do what they say, and that's all you could do. Amazing. Oh, hello, honey. You'll wait. Did you get to make the bed yet? Probably not, but that's okay, because we don't care. Ray, no subject. Oh, look at the sailing ships. Sailing ships across the desert and sailing into the Arabian sun. Oh, that's a pretty. Look at that harbor. Look at that harbor. And there's the man himself. There he is. You with your G-Shock. Your G-Shock. Look at the giant mitts on this fella. Jesus Christ there, Raphael. That's a bit bulky watch, but how far down does that thing go? That's crazy, right? You could probably go to the Mariana Trench with that thing. How is Dean? Okay. You wanted the best, you got the best. Here you go. Here, now you're gonna get an explanation about what he was talking about. So here it is. Prince's tuna chunks. With your problem is that tin opener looks like shit. It's broken, right? You're fucked. Oh, you are fucked. Oh, you are so fucked. Is that an electric one? Those don't work, do they? Jesus. Oh, now I know this is gonna sound stupid, but the best tin opener in the world is by a company called Swing Away, and they're the old-fashioned ones from the 50s. I have one, and they're amazing. They're the best. They generally have like a cream-colored handle, and they're the best. If you can get them, yeah, chunks. Scotty loves his chunks. Yeah, it's not good. Yeah, you have to do that. You have to get one of those. Swing Away. Go look it up. Do you know? See if I don't know if do they never have them in Europa? I don't know. I don't know. Oh no, I thought you sent me a whole ton of stuff. The 3 of the same shots. I had 3 different emails from you. I was looking forward to some pretty pictures of things, but it's 3 of the exact same email I got, Dean. So we'll just go, hey, Speedy Tuesday, the 1st of July. Here are 10 pieces of art from the Gallery of Julian. Let's do it. Let's get in. And he told me that Bermondsey is a skanky pit. I didn't know that, because I went to an upscale restaurant there. I don't know. You know what it is? It's very New Yorky, whereas like these kind of shithole neighborhoods gentrified to the point where they can have a fancy, expensive restaurant. Like we went there and we had a bottle of Dom Perignon. And that was a while ago. It was 10 years ago. It was when I went to France with Dana. A long time ago. Look at this. Utterly, absolutely, completely different from anything I have ever seen by this man. Which goes to show you. He never stops dreaming. Look how different that is. Look at that. Up and away, my beautiful balloon. Very cool. Oh, there's that tile again. That blue stuff. I love it. It's like baked. What do you call that tile? I love it. Oh, Jesus. Look at this guy. He's busking. He's having a busk. He's got his homemade guitar. Jesus. He got horns in his pocket. Amazing. Great shot. That's an album cover. Oh, and here's his Hitchcock, the man himself. By the way, as I remind all the viewers, Julian does everything within the lens. So anything you see, he captured through his lens. That's the mystery of the genius of Julian. Now, this looks like a collage, like some kind of, photo melange, be it digital but it's not. Gallery show, not in Bermondsey. Not in Bermondsey. He said that's where the Craze were from. I was like, oh. I mean, we've all seen the Craze. The guys from Spandau Ballet were in that. I'm hungry. Oh, no. Really? Shit. Yeah. I gave a homeless guy 20. I'm not bragging about it, only because that's all I had on me. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to get on the phone. And he looked like a nice enough guy, like he wasn't about to go spend it on drugs or alcohol. He looked at me and he said, I really would love to get a sandwich. I even gave him a recommendation of the place. You know what? I firmly believe in giving away. I told you about the dog story where I gave that person $5 every day, and turns out the guy was a scam artist. Okay. He goes, oh, no, I buy heroin with it. Not everybody does that. Some people really are starving. And we don't want to be that person. We don't ever want to be in that situation. And it could happen. It could happen to you. Maybe you'd understand. It could happen. These are great, Julian. I want to hang that in my foyer of my home in the Dakota. Look at these. Look at this. See, look at that. All captured within the lens. He found a mirror. The Gallery of Julian, my dearest ones. Look at that. Amazingness. This was a very special collection today, Julian. Thank you so much for that. Fabulous. Fabulous, Julian. Aren't we lucky? Aren't we so very lucky? Speedy Tuesday, Eminem madness, Mark and Mindy madness. Yeah. Carolyn Martin, this one's for you. It's Mark. Hello, baby. The beautiful one. He's just saying hello. Hello, beautiful. I see you. See, this is one of my favorite things about cats. You're getting the stare down. Who painted those sunflowers? The girasole, the tournesol. How many languages can we say sunflowers? I love girasole. I think it's beautiful. Who painted that? You guys paint that? It looks beautiful. This is a great shot. That's a great album cover too. Because look at the blinds, the plantation blinds. Really good. Hi, Mork. It's Mark. Amazing. Oh, thank you. He's such a good home. Then there's the evil woman. You could not possibly be cuter, my darling. You couldn't be. She's so pretty. Little Miss Muffet's out on her tuffet. You guys have a lot of movies. Holy snaps. I think my father-in-law David's got a couple thousand too, because he's a big DVD buyer or Blu-ray buyer now, I guess. Look at her, sweetheart. That doesn't look like the most comfortable place, but it'll do. It'll do. Lady Fair, the Mork and Mindy Show. That's got to be my favorite of the lot, though, because look at that. That's so cute, because he thinks you can't see him because you're a prey. Was I watching a movie from the 70s, and somebody, who was it? It was a really great documentary. If you guys get HBO wherever you are, Mariska Hargitay, She's an actress from a big television series here called Law and Order SVU. Her mother was Jane Mansfield, one of the big blonde bombshells. Marilyn being the top, then second would be Jane, and then after that, there's Mamie Van Doren and Jeannie Carmen and all these other players. But Marilyn was, of course, in a different league. But her mom, Jane Mansfield, died very young. She was decapitated in a car accident. And her father was Mickey Hargitay, a very famous bodybuilder. And she put out a documentary, and they had an ocelot. And I was like, I want an ocelot. But they also had a giant house in Hollywood. But if you're interested in watching a documentary that is so heartfelt and beautifully directed, it is so honest, because she has no memories of her mom because she was 3 when she died. And her mom is this very, very famous woman who happened to play piano and guitar and violin, and she was a mathematician. She was a very bright lady, but she played like a dumb blonde because that was the de rigueur for the day. Everybody, like Marilyn, was no idiot either. She studied the method, so it's crazy. But if you want to see it, it's called My Mom Jane, and it was beautiful. Insta Martian is here. Oh, come on. What an absolutely amazing thing. It's Nandor, you guys. You're going to love this picture of Nandor. Oh, you're such a baby. Do you have enough toys? What do you got over there? What's the reading material over there? Oh, you're so cute. What a shot. Thank you so much for this. Oh, Nandor, you're so beautiful. What a baby. Isn't it nice to have the forever children around the house? So great. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you for that. Hey, Neil McCann, this is me out cycling to the supermarket, so I had to take this shot. Hey, let's see it. Mr. McCann, let's do it. Well, look where you are. Amazing. Speaking of Budapest, my goodness gracious, that's the parliamentary building in Budapest. Incredible. Look at that. There's the man himself. Looking great, looking fit. What are you wearing on the wrist? Is that a Daytona? It sure looks like a Daytona on rubber. Gold, two-tone. That's beautiful. What is going on there? Great shot. Great bike, too. Very cool. Very great shot. What a cool place to go. Everybody should go there. Exit full screen. Yeah, I don't want to be full screen. I never want to be watching eyebashers and still waiting. Oh, is that right? Shays, why are you opening up the whole friggin' floodgates here? Yeah, the one thing that this computer does that drives me bananas is it if I click too close to the edge, it goes full screen. I have to figure out how to turn that off because I don't like it. Me no like it. And there she is in bed. Well, you know what? You can go. You don't need to make the bed. Just leave. So, once in a while. I know I read the book, Make Your Own Bed, and all that stuff. And it's the guy that I wanted to run for president, and I still do. He doesn't want the job, and that's fine. But sometimes you don't have to make the bed at all. At all. And I'll go back to the last shot I got, and I'll keep that in there while I read the rest of the show. No name or Nona. It's a girl. And Kay doesn't like her. Wow. That's mind-boggling. That's the Gallery of Bastards, my friends.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots, the sublime, the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
The world. Where was I? The tourism minister called it Danielle Santavanni. That's who said that 1.1 billion with the appropriate accent. She is gypsy with money. I don't care about the Kardashians. I don't know anything about them other than they are gypsies with money. And, it did look like Machine's favorite line was, no, it was Jocelyn Bittenbender's favorite line. She wrote me a message. She goes, because I said, it looks like they're having a fire drill at the Armenian whorehouse. Because all these like skanks are outside this building dressed like whores. And just look at them, just to whatever. You know what? Lifestyles of the rich and shameless. Indeed. Yeah, but she is Joe. You want to meet girl? She's a very nice girl. She's gypsy, but she has the money. She is the money. I don't doubt that he said it, but I don't believe it. Yeah, I know. I don't know either. I don't know either. Cool collection and lovely Longines. I knew it was going to hit you guys because you love the Longines. John Doe, very cool. I ended up at Glastonbury Festival. Prodigy were amazing as always. Unexpected text invite, always the best experience. Now, Dino, did something happen at Glastonbury? Because I saw something in my feed that something happened at Glastonbury. Did something happen there? I have to go look to see what happened. I know people were talking about it. I know that Bruce Dickinson said that he would never play there. Okay. He's a special case, though. Lovely, lovely puppy, says Andy M. Robin's Bird says, oh, my heart, Andrew. They're his heart, Robin's Bird. They are 1,000,000% his heart, Gorgeous kitten, Andrew. I know. And his kids, you know how old his cats are? They're old. Like, how old are your cats? 30? You have the oldest cats in the world, John Doe. I think 1.1 billion includes the boost to further tourism. Oh, due to the extra media exposure around the world because of the way. That's probably true. That's probably what it is, And Scotty Love says, tuna chunks, because chunk is a very delicious word. Get a Swiss Army knife, best can open. Can you open one? I guess they did in times. Dean, biggest knife and a hammer, right? That was new. It broke first. Oh no, made in China. Well, because where are you buying it? I mean, go get a swing away. I swear to God. Let me go show you the swing away. Hold on. Swing away can opener. I mean, this is the most famous one in the history of can openers. So I'm going to show you this right now. Swing away. This is the one. This is the most. Look at it, $13. That's the best one that money can buy. That's the one. That's the one you want. That's the swing away. That's the best one. Mine is about 40 years old. It was my parents, and it's really that great. Swing away. 13 balloons. You can't go wrong with that. I have another one that's garbage, and I also had an Echo one. I have an Echo potato peeler that might be from the 40s, and it is magnificent. Truly, it is magnificent. Yeah. Dean says, hope you had an epic time. I've never been. It's the biggest of them all, isn't it? Glastonbury? Yeah, it's supposed to be huge. All great modern can openers break like the old pressed steel ones. Yeah, that's what that is. I have a horn in my pocket. Don't be a bad boy. Don't be a bad boy. Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men? The shadow knows. Julian. John Doe says, what's happening in Glastonbury stays in Glastonbury. Forgive me, Dirk. I said, oh, good for you. Dino, you deserve to go let loose and dance and be a gypsy with money. They are gypsies. They are there. You know what they're there? I would like very much to make it with you. First the money, then we make the sex. You tell me what you prefer. We go upstairs. I have room. I prepay because I have the money. You want to go? You give money first, then we make you the sex. It's fine. Julian, number one, indeed. Mork planning an attack for the takeover. I know. Oh, Mindy, I know. It's just she's inescapable. Mork's visit to Mindy is curated. But that's exactly right. They don't realize that we've got all the angles here. Don't get HBO. Pay enough for all the other shit. Yeah, but you know what though, Dean? HBO was first, and they have great original programming. So like, I can't get rid of HBO. HBO is the one. Like Prime, I get because I'm a part of the problem. You get that automatically. Netflix, I don't really watch Netflix. Paramount, I have it. I don't know why I have it. Apple TV, I get that for free because of all of my Apple shit. So I don't know. The sunflower painting is a mirror. Andy M bought it for me many decades ago. It is one of one original sunflowers. And they're your favorite flower. They're my favorite flower too. Mally C. We have everything in common. We love Kiss, we love Milhouses, we love black and white cats, and we love sunflower. It's my favorite flower as well. I love sunflowers. I love them. We will hopefully put it on the wall soon. It's beautiful. Nandor. We all love Nandor. He's so beautiful. The guy that doesn't want the job would probably do the best job. This is always true. Great gallery. Yeah, they were great today, weren't they? Thanks everybody for the great gallery. 2 are 30. 2 of his cats are 30 and one of them is 18. 30. That's Guinness Book of World Records or close to it. BBC censored airing of Kneecap. Oh, is that what they did? Oh shit. The BBC censored Kneecap and another rapper. Well, the BBC, you know, they're up to no good. You all know that swing away sounds like a lifestyle choice. It could be. It could be. You crack me up so much. I do my best. Sunflower. You know what sunflowers do? They bring people happiness. They bring people happiness. That's what they do. They bring people happiness. Let me go grab these real quick just so I don't forget. Just in case, I'm going to do this for a while until this all gets sorted out. Ready? These are the 2 kitty cats my sister Pat has. If anybody's in the New York area and is thinking about getting 2 cats together, we've got these 2 right now, and I will personally deliver them to you. I'll go get them. If you're in the New York, Connecticut, New Jersey area. Look at this. I know. Look at the black and white. I know. It's already spoken for. You said that, Dirk, you want that cat. I just can't. Do you know what I did? I'll let you in on a secret. I threw out the litter box last night. I threw it out. Packaged it up. I put it in a plastic bag, a green plastic bag, so I couldn't look at it. I went downstairs. I put it in the recycling, and I said, bye. I mean, it was a shit box, you know. But I've got other things. And I've got her here, you know. So anyway, these are the kitties. Let me know. Look at that. I mean, come on. Yeah, you can message me at basherdirk@gmail.com. If anybody's at all interested, if you know a friend or you know anybody, they can rewatch this show. You can give them the link, basherdirk@gmail.com. That's how you get a hold of me. That I call my sister. We get in the car. We could do that because she's got 16 cats. And they're all rescues. She's got 3 of her own. And then the rest are all rescues. She's doing her best. Just like our beautiful Droopy Doo is doing as well, you know. And while we all want him to, because in the perfect world, we're all like, you're going to keep No Name. You know, I can understand the 7 is an awful lot, you know. And there is that. There's No Name. I mean, come on. So cute. But, you know, anyway, guys, thanks so much. That's the show. You guys are the best. Thanks for a great joke. Thanks for a great Gallery of Bastards. I know. I was so cute. I would take them if I lived close to. I know. All the kittens are so lovely. Sorry, Dirk. I was at a different stage. Some politics stuff. Not really sure. Could not see straight. This was my 8th time. Oh, wow. This did not. Yeah, I heard it's getting like, you know, cuckoo. You know, but that's what happens, you know. Dirk, when you said last night some guy opened up an Armenian whorehouse, I and my friend almost fell off the sofa. I mean, listen, everybody knows. I think the cats steal my life energy while I sleep to extend their love. Oh, that's okay. Isn't that fine? Yeah, 30. No, they're really 30-year-old cats. Truly. He's got 30-year-old cats. Thank you, Andrew, for all of that. Thank you to all of you guys for all the love and support you give to all the animals and your fellow bashers. We can't thank you enough for that. You guys are the best. Let me put this on the screen. Thank you to all the people that show up every single day. Thanks to all the super chatters. Thank you for everything today. Both of you are amazing. Dino and Andrew, thank you so much for that. And people, everybody who shows up and supports the show in every way they can. I'm just grateful for being here, and it's my favorite show to do in the world. We're at Happy Speedy Tuesday, guys. Happy Speedy Tuesday. Yeah, it's my pleasure to be a part of this thing with you every single day. I'll be back tomorrow for whatever Wednesdays, welcome Wednesdays, whatever you want to call it. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you meet somebody who's not so nice, give them the benefit of the doubt. You don't know what's going on in their life. You know, maybe they're the best person in the world, but if they're mean to animals, they're a nasty cunt.